sanitya sannyasi yona dveshina kanshati nirdvando hi mahabaho sukham bandhat pramuchyate. One who neither hates nor desires the fruits of his activities is known to be always renounced. Such a person, liberated from all dualities, easily overcomes material bondage and is completely liberated. O mighty am Arjuna. So, this is a symptom of a liberated personality. Arjuna has asked the question that what path should I take, Krishna? One path you are taking of Sankhya, basically a path of knowledge, and another path you are talking of Bhakti. In one sense, Arjuna is repeatedly making it sure he has to fight the war. Why is it so? He is a Vaishnava. Vaishnava means Paradukkha Dukhi. Before waging this huge war, he wants to be really convinced it is needed. Correct? So many times he has asked. He has asked in the second chapter that I don't want to fight the war. If they want, they can lift weapons. I will not lift weapon. He has again asked in third chapter a similar question. Krishna, what is the need of fighting this war? And again, fifth chapter beginning, is it needed? So this is a gentleman because he wants to be really sure. Because suppose you have to kill somebody, you will check 100 times. Can we pardon him? Is there any other way? So they have tried. How many times? I think they tried 100 times. They tried somehow to bring Duryodhana to senses. It is said when Krishna went for peace offer, what more? The Lord himself tried to convince him with a very, very, very reasonable proposal. But he doesn't want to go through that. He wants to learn it in a hard way. Now you can place yourself in Duryodhana's position. All of us, Krishna is trying in million ways to make us surrender to him. Just like Duryodhana was counseled, Gandhari told him, Beta, don't fight this war. His father told, Krishna has come. Krishna showed him Vishwarupa, and Dhritarashtra cried that everybody said Krishna is showing a Vishwarupa now. And Dhritarashtra said, I am blind, my Lord, can I see you? Even the blind man, Krishna gave him darshan. He also saw many Vishwarupa of Krishna. He also requested, my son, don't fight this war now. With whom are you fighting? The Lord is on their side. Yeah, so everybody requested. So same way, everybody requests us. Chant Hare Krishna. Left to us. Because Krishna will not leave us. See, the point is this. We have connection to Krishna like a mother has connection to the child. Okay? Always the mother says or not to the child, you are part of my body. You heard it anytime? You heard? She says, you are part of my body. So if you feel pain, I feel pain because it's like part of my body. I have heard many times. It's normal, any mother says. Correct? Always you feel son is part of the body. The same feeling Krishna has. Why? How can he have? Because the soul is part of him. He has that feeling. So he's not going to leave you. You say, I will not reform myself. He's not going to leave you. He will try all the sweetest way possible. In a million ways, you see, Duryodhana was requested. Can we avoid this? Throughout he has been requested. He kept doing nefarious activities one after another. He's trying to kill the Pandavas, trying to strip their wife in public. He did everything possible to steal their kingdom from their hand, insult them in whatever way possible. He was trying everything. And still, when it came point of killing, Arjuna being a great man and knowing the heart of the Lord and showing the heart of a devotee, can you forgive him? Why kill him? Is there any way out of this? Why is Krishna insisting? Many people do not understand. Because it is good for him. Now that's the only way he can be reformed. A hard way now. When somebody is killed by a devotee, it is as good as killed by Krishna. And somebody is killed by Krishna, he gets moksha. So Krishna is trying to reform this person in a hard way. So now, okay, that situation you take, it's a drastic situation. In our own life now, Krishna is trying to reform us in a very sweet ways. Prabhupada is saying, read my books at least 1 to 2 hours every day. Minimum. Chant rounds attentively every day. Okay, come to temple regularly. He is trying in very sweet ways to reform us. If we accept this, we don't have to go for the hard way. But if you don't accept this, then be ready for the hard way. And which will not be very pleasant. Going to an animal form or seeing the Yamadutas will not be a very pleasant experience. But it is arranged by Krishna only. When the kind of suffering you see in the Yamaduta, Yamaloka, you get frightened. That 5th canto, last chapter, when you read, you don't get sleep for some time, because Kalyuga soul means you have done all of them. Otherwise, you will not be even born in Kalyuga. Such kind of saintly people don't take birth. It is a time for all nefarious people to do their dramatics. So all situation, time has to be created for that. True? Why a saintly person will come in Kalyuga for what? That is a time for all nefarious activities. Or he has come to participate in the Lord's mission. That is special souls. Kalyuga is the age for all very, very unorganized life, very distressful life. So, we have an opportunity. So, when we hear about those active punishment, actually so many of them are coming. If you take the list, many of them are coming. And Shastra cannot be wrong. Anything can be wrong, Shastra cannot be wrong. So, just imagine what is coming on us. So now, when you see those sufferings in Bhagavatam, you can't believe it actually. In fact, one day I showed that video, some people got frightened. There is a video, I'm not able to locate it again. They deleted from a computer. No, Prabhu, don't show this. Hell. Somebody made very nice video. I think some of you saw that video. Hell. It is unbelievable actually, I can't imagine the suffering. Heads are chopped off. Actually now it looks like some Yamadutas are on earth. The kind of activity they're doing. But it's unimaginable kind of suffering which goes. Why? Because Krishna feels that's the only way is going to be reformed now. What can I do? He has to be given an experience of the suffering of the body, how the body is so distressful, how the material existence is so distressful. He has to go through a very, very distressful experience. I cannot bring him to sanity. Just like, suppose I gave this example before. The child has become a drug addict. And the father asks some psychologists, take an example of nowadays, can you pull him out? They call it deprogrammers or somebody. And the person said, okay, I'll do it, but you give me freedom. That I may have to do whatever. I may have to slap him, I may have to give him electric shocks. You just don't object. What will the father say? Do whatever you want, pull him out of this. Do whatever you want. I give you full freedom. The same way, Krishna gives the Yamadutas. Always be clear. The Yamaraj is taking the people, or Yamadutas are taking people with all good intention. There is no wrong intention. There is no, hard feelings. It's all good intention. It's not that taking with the evil intention, with something to hurt him. No. Their intention is to reform him. They are going with a goodwill. But they have a hard way of reforming. Just like a psychologist says, will you take drugs again? I'll take. And he keeps slapping him 200 times. So, will you take now? I'll take. And that's a very hard way of bringing somebody to sanity. Right? Or sometimes they give electric shock also. They try to format the hard disk. They try whatever ways. Sometimes they give injections also. And then the person, they bring him half conscious. They are very hard ways. These are the ways we want to be reformed. It's our choice. We can be reformed in a very sweet way. It's our wish. So here, the devotee, therefore, whatever is happening in this world, neither he sees bad, neither he sees good in that way. He is free. What does the shloka say? He says, it's always written out, such a person liberated from duality, easily overcome material bondage, is completely liberated. It's liberated. Because if you are thinking about your sense gratification, something you like, something you hate. Always it is like that. A devotee he is not thinking about himself, he is thinking about Krishna. So there is nothing to hate. He is thinking, just like say, Rupa Goswami was in Vrindavan. He was wearing a langot. He was actually a minister before, extremely rich. In fact, when he took his wealth, it was filled a boat with gold coins. Today, that kind of wealth cannot be imagined. True, in Vedic culture, they were intelligent. They did not keep notes. They kept gold coins. Prabhupada said notes is a cheating system. The government creates around the world. It's a cheating system. In the beginning, the notes were created just for convenience sake. And you were supposed to be given gold of that value. In the beginning in India, even that was it. You go to the bank, they will give you gold for that value. But then they're dealing the gold from the currency. I don't know, in America they justified for some papers and they're dealing, and then open cheating is going on. In America simply they print extra currency. Every month $100 billion nonsense system. Simply they print. That leads to... Anyway, so let us come back to that. So Rupa Goswami had a good system, gold coin system. They're very intelligent people. So imagine the wealth. He had a boat filled with gold coins. And that much wealth he took out. And how much he gave the bride finally? That was quarter of that. 100,000 gold coins, something like that. 100,000 gold coins, I think. A massive. So he took his whole wealth. He divided into half. He gave it to the temples, to the Vaishnavas. Please glorify the Lord. Then he remained another half, 25% he gave it to his relatives. See, please. Because he was going to join the service to the Lord. At last 25% he kept for emergency. That was the total wealth. And then what happened? He could somehow take permission of the king and leave. But Sanatan Goswami also went to the king and said that I also want to leave. And so he arrested him, because both were like prime minister and defense minister, two main hands for him. They were extremely intelligent ministers for the Nawab Hussain Shah. And very interesting, which I don't know many of you, Nawab Hussain Shah is Krishna Lila Jarasandha. You know that? Qazi is Kamsa. Krishna Leela, Lord Chaitanya Leela, same people came. Okay? Slowly you will learn. Okay? Lord Chaitanya is Krishna Kama, the devotee form. So a whole entourage comes, okay, which is revealed in the Shastra to some extent and later by other acharyas. So the Nawab Hussain Shah, because with Krishna, ordinary people can't deal with Krishna. With Krishna, dealing people are all special people. So when the Lord has come again, all people around him are special. You have to just know who is who. Who is who? There is one book written by Kavi Karnapura. It shows who is who. So then what happens is that Nawab Hussain Shahi arrests Rupa Goswami. Rupa Goswami, Rupa Manjari, one of the gopis, assisting Radharani's service. So he arrests Sanatan Goswami. He says, Sanatan Goswami told the king, I'm sick, and he was at his place. And he was actually called all the Brahmanas, but not Kalyuga Brahmanas. Brahmanas those stages were all devotees of the Lord. He said, please recite Bhagavatam. He told the king, I'm sick, and he was home, he was hearing Bhagavatam. And he was relishing Bhagavatam. He was just planning to join Lord Chaitanya's mission, not getting permission. So king came to know, he was very angry. He said, he was generally used to go around to looting and plundering. And what are you doing? You are supposed to manage my kingdom. And you are sitting at home hearing Bhagavatam. He arrested him. So Sanatan Goswami used that wealth to, that 100,000 gold coins, to release himself from the bribe, from the jailer, and he joined Lord Chaitanya. So how rich he was, Rupa Goswami, you can imagine. So when he came to Vrindavan, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had given mission to the Goswamis to re-establish Vrindavan. Rupa Goswamis are wearing only a langot for their personal self. One, you can say a towel, kopin and a towel. Kopin a kanstasito, one small loin cloth. Very simple life. And they were continuously writing. They had two missions: to re-establish Vrindavan and establish the teachings of Lord Chaitanya by analyzing all the scriptures and presenting to the society in such a way that people can appreciate. Understand? Suppose Lord Chaitanya mission is very simple: chant and dance. But people will say, what about Vedas? What about Puranas? Establish through the Purana, this is the process for Kali Yuga. Therefore, we have these many books actually. I don't think anybody had these many books. And these are just books written by Prabhupada, our founder. Each Goswami wrote one shelf, we can imagine. Each wrote few lakh shlokas in Sanskrit. Each Goswami. Rupa Goswami is one of them. They were busy, very busy like that. And then it so happened, each Goswami decided they are going to get one deity, which was lost. Previous to the Goswamis, all the deities in Vrindavan were established. Who the person who established all the deities in Vrindavan? Vajrana. Okay? They're all beautiful deities. You can see the Radha Damodar temple, you see the big deities, that size. The deities were established. But what happened? India got attacked by Buddhism. Buddhism means he didn't talk about God. Even places like Vrindavan became neglected. Deities were neglected. Nobody is worshipping them last here and there. So Lord Chaitanya ordered, revive Vrindavan now again. Now they are trying to revive Vrindavan, but what to do? Where are the deities? These are all deities, not ordinary, established by Krishna's grandson, Vajrana, great grandson. Krishna's son is Pradyumna, Aniruddha and Vajrana, great grandson. So where to get that? Each deity decided to search. How did Govinda deity come out? Anybody knows the story? Each deity has a wonderful story. Okay? So anyway, he got his deity and he was busy in his in a very humble way worshipping the deity and busy with his work. Each deity coming is some kind of a miracle. Rupa Goswami is like this. I think Rupa Goswami is the cow one. Cow used to, that's the one. He searched and he was crying one day. Why the Lord is not revealing to me, either in dream or in some way indication, where is he? He knows he's hidden, it's not visible. So what happened? He got one day he was crying somewhere. So when somebody said, why are you crying? So Lord somebody to give a message. He said, I cannot see where is the Govinda deity. He said, I also don't know, but this story is there for 3-4 deities. He said, there one cow goes every day and puts milk. The similar, I think, for Balaji. And same story even Melkote. This is the third place I know. The deity is sometimes hidden, the cows go and give milk. Okay. Surabhi always takes care of the cow, the Lord. So there is a milk and they excavate the place, the Govinda deity is there. And I heard Rupa Goswami faints. Can't take that ecstasy of finding the deity. He was so serious to search for the deity. It becomes unconscious, unbelievable. The Lord has manifested. So now what happens? He is in a loincloth. He is doing simple service to the Lord. But one very, very rich person comes. It's from Sindh. What is the person's name who built the temple? Rupa Goswami is the Govinda temple in Vrindavan, the biggest temple in Vrindavan. Very rich person comes and he says to Rupa Goswami, can I do some service to you? I said, so what can you do? I am a very rich person, want to offer some service. So he is not, just what the shloka says, a self-realized person doesn't hate anything, not either is attached to anything. He was happy, peacefully serving the deity in that way, and the deity is also very satisfied. Now this person wants to offer service. He doesn't hate money. He doesn't hate money. He said, yes, okay, we can build a temple for the Lord. And he builds. Actually, it was 7-story temple and so huge that from Agra or someplace, one Muslim king, they saw that. And on the top, there used to be a lamp there, always lighting. It was like the crown of Vrindavan temples. Rupa Goswami was the chief among Goswamis and his temple was also biggest. And that attracted the attention of a Muslim king and he came to break that temple. He said, how can it be so high, more than any other thing I can see nearby? He came to attack and the deities anyway were taken away by the time this fellow came. The deity, Govinda deity is in Jaipur, Radha Govindji. It was a main temple in Jaipur. It was a chief deity in that area. In fact, when the deity came, the king of Jaipur said the real king has come. It was very, just like suppose Tirupati Balaji deity comes to Mangalore, the main deity. How people will receive? They will be so excited. True? They will build a big temple. Like that, the deity was so famous. The Govinda deity of Vrindavan. It's the biggest, tallest temple. So anyway, so he did not hate anything. He did not attach to anything. When he did not have anything, he was still very peaceful. He was enjoying Krishna consciousness, chanting Hare Krishna and serving the deity whatever little he had. Srila Prabhupada ki, Bhagavad Gita ki.